Hello, people. It seems my gimbal's having issues again. Why does my gimbal always have to have issues? Nope. Spin! Okay. Yes, it can go somewhere today. I don't know where it can go, but it can take a nice walk there. Last 24, 48 hours have not been fun in this world for some reason. So, let's see if they recognized my car. They did yesterday. Look what I want for Christmas. What is this, people? That is the cutest car on the planet. And it might even fit the bodyguard. Yeah, he woke up with it again. Is that a Fiat? It might be a Fiat. Ooh, look what I want for Christmas. Yeah, he woke up, he took the test, he's got cooties still. But he's insisting on sneaking work behind my back. Because he's bored out of his mind, that's why. So, what can I say today that would make any difference from yesterday? Do I sound slightly cynical? Just a little. I love it. Our places, areas, independently owned and operated, pieces of the ground start to implode and everything comes in threes, and PR people from old places push their PR on us. So yeah, I'm a little in slow mode today. Oh, I have been because of the bodyguard. I seem to have to explain or apologize every day, but I'm not going to apologize every day. And you know what? Holding up my right hand is actually a good thing, because that way I can see the comments easier. Hi, Una. How are you? Yes, it's pretty here. It's a little cold when the wind goes through, though. But since it's only like half an hour to 45 minutes, or however long it takes for me to be quiet, it doesn't feel like it when I'm doing it. So that's a good thing. Yesterday when I left, I walked by with the bag from the wonderful place across the street where I get pastries and things, and a wonderful quiche. Oof, that quiche was fun this morning. Sort of like, you know, showing off, you know, I support them and you don't. And I had that look too on my face. Doing okay, getting stronger each day from my concussion. Ooh, we've had one of those. Oh, I got hit in the head with a line drive foul ball when I was 16. And my mother said, "Did that hit you? Are you okay?" And I turned to her and she said my eyes turned bright red. And I said, "Fine." Hi, Fuzzy Pink Handcuffs. How are you? I don't even know if he's watching, even though he seems to be. So he said he had one more meeting to do and then he'd be done. So, he is. Good. Thanks, Meow. Yes, we meow at each other a lot. So he's heard the concussion story way too many times. But I've had 3 concussions in my life. 6th grade, 16, and 19. And it's probably what has attributed the brain fog. So when Tommy talks about his concussions, I understand completely. So they can find out after I'm dead, unfortunately. Now that's creepy, isn't it? Let's see. No, they didn't see my car. Okay, so that was just an accident. Oh, look, they have a bench there. And they're playing that thing there. And they have a beautiful carpet. I bet you that carpet is a relatively, it may be new, but it was a copy and probably put there before them. Because I don't know how long this place has had this. Cat orange whistling. What are you doing with Abby? Remember, I don't see the emojis. I just see what they are supposed to be. So, time to invade their world. Actually, let's just start. When was the last time you called your parents? Your family misses you. How much do you owe? How much do you know you owe? Your on account will never come back to you. They keep it. Because there's a loophole that you have to get it in the office. But if you've been blocked from the office, you can't get it. I bet your parents or the parents you own miss you. You can learn more things out here than you can in there. It's not freedom if you have to ask to leave. Should go on the internet and look these things up. We're not the devil. We don't believe in the devil. So how can we be the devil if we don't believe in it? Ooh, did I catch one in the wild? I almost caught one in the wild, I think. I'm not going to chase him down. My thingy is in my thingy bag. I so agree. I slipped on ice and my head hit first. This happened since January. Ooh, you got a good one. The ice, hitting your head on the ice sucks. Shared your saying about eating your favorite cereal. That hits hard for me. Yes, yes. So I can tell you what my favorite cereal was when I was a kid, and I don't have my notes again. These note things are ridiculous. You know that. Maybe they're in my purse. Yeah, the favorite cereal or Pop-Tarts. I'll just have to ad-lib it today. I think I can. What's your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart? I bet your friends know. Do you miss going for drives to nowhere? Stopping by a fast food restaurant, giggling because you're cheating, and then singing all the way home? That would go for the girls. Nowadays, it'd probably go for the guys. Stuffed moose. Does your stuffed moose miss you? Do you miss your stuffed moose? Stuffed bunny, stuffed bear, stuffed doll, your Barbies, your brats. I think I see a Scientology guy park his car. We'll see. He's driving a Subaru. He's driving the Subaru I wanted. Wow, I think that Subaru actually was a little money. Unless he's driving the Chevy in front of it. I don't know, I just heard a door close. What's your favorite movie? When was the last time you saw it? What's the last time you saw it with your friends? And yes, I'm a little sad for Pearl Snappy. I think they pay more here. I thought they paid $20 in San Francisco, but I don't think any of them live in San Francisco. So, God, I have to think that every dark navy, almost black suit belongs to a Scientologist, and it doesn't. Unless he's just smoking a cigarette as he goes around. Ooh, let's see if he goes on the other side. I know, they should definitely... McDonald's pays at least $13 an hour. Let's see if he comes out on this side. Well, actually, let's go see if the doors are unlocked. I have to put my sunglasses on for this one, which means I can't read my comments. I just saunter up, so I don't think I'm that scary, and with the bangs, I definitely don't look that scary. And I think they expanded the loading zone. Now I wonder if they did that or somebody else did that. Because people have been known to paint in their own loading zones. Tour bus, tour bus. Well, the gold stanchion, that's why it's like, that's the Scientology stanchion. I bet. Oh, the guy's not coming around here. Unless he's watching me for me to turn around. Okay. Doesn't look like it's been painted up farther. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. That fucker better be cracked. Did I just say that? I'm sorry. Actually, I can see if it's locked. Nope, it's not. Good. Oh, you know what? I was right. Watch. He went around the long way. Does your family miss you? Do your friends miss you? Do you wish you were home right now? Hello. How are you? How stupid does he think we are? And they're not locking the door, so they'll learn. I wonder if that was Ted Butthead. So I can just stare through here. They're my driving glasses. I like them. They make everything pretty.
Yeah,
Let's see. One of these days I'll figure out what those are. I wish I had a telescope thingy like Jess has. Oh yeah. Thanks, Claire. Thanks for taking it over and telling everybody go F off and we're going to try to join together. That's the impression I get. Because I don't think we should be fighting with each other anymore anyway. I thought that was awesome. I like Jess's interview too. It was sort of cool. See? You can't see anything when the lights are on. I love this. What's in there? Let's see. Can we see? This is the Scientology window, I think. Or the Dianetics window. And I think that guy probably was the big leader because he had a little thingy on his lapel. Didn't talk to me. You figure he would talk to me, you know, so he could just be nice to me instead of the other guy who's just nice to me, because I don't pick on him. Not there to be a complete raging butthead, just part of a butt? That didn't sound right. See anything, guys? Let's see. I feel like a bad movie. Do you ever feel like a bad movie? Like, hi, my phone has just as good quality as those old-time movie cameras. And I can use it anywhere I want. Thank you, Samsung. I'm in a weird mood. I feel so bad. I hate... It's a peripheral sort of thing, but it still gets you in the heart when someone passes that was part of the protest group. And watching Natalie talk about it earlier, of course, made me cry. It was right before I was leaving. So I tried to have good songs on the way here. Let's see, now I can take off my glasses. That was me playing with something in my teeth, sorry. Let's see. How much more they could make. All I need to just listen for a bit. I'm trying, Una, thank you. So that's what's straight up and vertical today. I just like the fact that the guy, and that must have been his Subaru. I was right. So, did you know that your fearless leader drives a Subaru? That's not a cheap car. Let's go look at it. It looks brand new too. So, I'd be surprised if we had a license plate number on it. Since I'm not 100% sure, I am not going to show the license plate. So that's weird. It's like my instincts. No, that can't be him. That's got a. No. Okay, no. Then maybe it was the CRT or GTI, because it has a wheelchair thingy hanging from the disability placard. And number one, if it was a disability placard, he wouldn't be had cheese here. And if it was a disability placard, he'd be using it for somebody else. Who are you looking for? Excuse me. Who are you looking for?
Sorry?
Who are you looking for?
Yeah, Kevin, yeah?
Kevin, no address?
34 Columbus Avenue.
34. Okay. This would not be 34. This is Columbus, but Columbus ends right here. So you might want to go in that direction. Yeah, this is Montgomery. Just wanted to make sure, because, you know, if it's an Uber Eats guy, got to give him a tip if they don't tip him. Did your stats, are your stats straight up and vertical today? I hope they are, right? How many stuffed animals do you have hidden in a corner somewhere? You know they want to be out and free and hanging out on your bed. It's not a hard thing to do. You can go to a library and go on the internet. Nobody will know it's you. You can always write a letter. A letter's not a bad thing. Your friends would probably be amused by a letter and then just sit there and clap and cheer that they're hearing from you. Don't you miss being able to relax at night and not have to worry about what you're doing tomorrow? And that you can't talk about it with anybody because you might get in trouble for it? Having a natural thought is not dangerous. Having thoughts are not dangerous. Asking questions are not dangerous. Asking questions is a good thing. Knowledge is power. I can see as a reflection. And so I was waiting for them to walk past me. Lay down. Or no, don't lay down. Sit up. If this just happened, no, you said it didn't just happen. Okay. Call your doctor and say your head hurts and find out what you can do for it. Concussions are really weird. Do you wish you lived maybe two or three bedroom apartment instead of 6 to a studio like in Chicago? A Scientologist in Chicago told someone that's how they sleep. 8 in a studio apartment. It's Chicago. They're about as big as our studio apartments. It can't be a healthy way to sleep. You should have your own space to yourself. It's good for your head.
I'm not able to find out.
Hold on.
It's showing 34, 33, 34.
I don't know, dear. Maybe down that way. This is Columbus. C3579. You said 34, right?
Yeah,
34 would be on this side because those are the.
Yeah, I found a 42.
Oh, okay.
That's 42. And it's up to 4.
Can't help you there. Sorry. I think it's a fake address because the odds are on the other side, and the foundation here is 42. So I don't understand why they like to do that to people. People are nicer out here. We don't turn anybody in for saying that they don't like someone or they don't understand something or they're tired of doing what they're doing. You're tired of doing what you're doing out here. You can sit down and take a rest. Take a nap. Have a donut. Why do I always go back to the darn donuts? Nobody will make you do weird things about it, like shovel dirt or clean the floor in the bathroom. Unless you want to do that because it's your own self. How many credit cards do you have? Do you know that? Do you have any credit cards as far as you know? You know, you can always look that up under your own name. Also, if you find out the credit cards you have and you don't want them, you can ask the banks to close them down, or ask the banks not to raise the limit. Of course, then you'll be taking responsibility for the money. But like I've said before, if you go to a collection agency with a pay stub, when you're working a job that pays taxes and healthcare and everything else, they will work with you to bring your credit down, or bring the part you own down. Oh. They don't want to have you not give them any money. They will accept money from you because it's better than nothing. You don't have to be in debt your whole life. And the person next to you is probably not paying the same amount you are to become enlightened. They base paying them on what you can afford. And there's something called a freeloader debt when you leave. They will not credit any of the things that you do for quote unquote free, or $47 a week. And they will give you a bill for what you owe them for food and board. Of course, it's not enforceable in the real world. Unfortunately, you won't be able to go back into Scientology, but if you're leaving from an org anyway, you won't want to go back into Scientology. These people are not here for your best interest. There is nothing such as clear. You have other things to deal with after clear. When you hit OT8, most OT8s, especially the ones that are out, wonder what the whole big deal was about. And it costs them $500,000 to find out. Wouldn't you rather buy a house with that money? Start a business of your own? Get a PhD? You can go back to school without a GED. They will arrange it for you to get one. Oakland, across the bay, their community college, Laney, is free. So you can get an associate's degree for free at Laney College in Oakland. If you leave, you will not catch pneumonia. Unless you've already had the flu and you're in the middle of it, then that would just be natural. You can go to a hospital around here. There are hospitals within walking distance. And they won't take all of your money. If you go into emergency, a hospital has to take you, if they like it or not. So a hospital will not demand you if you go to an emergency room with a legitimate emergency. And if you have a flu, that's a legitimate emergency nowadays after COVID. You can go to a temp agency when you're out and do their tests to find out how well you do your things. And if you do them well enough, they'll send you out because they'll make money off of you. And if you're really good, or they don't care if you have any GED or not. I'm a walking example of that. I still don't have my GED, but my last jobs were with vice presidents. And the way the temp agencies work, you're under contract for them for a year every time you start a new job with the company that buys your services. And then if you're good enough and they want you to stay before that 1 year, they have to buy the agency out. And if you ever want a confidence boost, that's the best thing on the planet. So you can always walk away from the temp agency because it's not necessarily you they're spending money on. They're spending money on your talents. So it's nothing like this. It's not a $6 billion year contract. That's what the Sea Org does. Don't you want to get out and go home? Don't you want to go sit there and watch goofy minstrels play in the park and watch dogs run around and just lean on a lawn? Do you want people to look at you because you're wearing some weird funky outfit and not because you're in a blue suit on a Friday night? Do you miss doing things that you used to do on Friday nights? Do you miss going to the movies or going to a person's house to hang out and watch movies? All while you compare the latest knee bump you got from playing soccer? Don't you wish you could play soccer again? Or baseball or whatever, pickleball, whatever that is. Badminton. You can play badminton anywhere. You can walk to parks from here. There's a good old Plaza Park about 5 blocks from here. That's where the Catholic Church is. They film movies there. It's a really pretty park. Do you just wish you could walk out the door and do that without getting in trouble? Do you wish you didn't have to go out of this door and go straight to your next job? Do you wish your next job was something you liked and not something that paid your bills? Well, not paid all your bills, but paid the bills that are important, like food and water. Do you wish you could eat something differently? I always say, do you wish you had $5 for a latte? Lattes are pretty good. They're Italian coffee and milk. Some do it with cream. They froth the top for you. Then you can sit there and get a sugar and caffeine high. Makes walking to the park easier. Oh God, I'm not looking. I wonder if there's, clean toothbrushes anytime or any personal product they want. Do you wish that you had any personal product that you wanted? Did you wish that you could have something that wasn't labeled by a store? Is it a hard thing to think that oil of Olay is expensive? How many lipsticks do you have, girls? How many pairs of sneakers do you have, boys? And I just mean, do you have an extra pair? Do you have an extra one? That's it. It's not materialism. It's just that wearing the same thing every day just doesn't make people happy. Eventually you just start slouching in what you're wearing because it doesn't stimulate your mind. Not your reactive mind, your real mind. I mean, my version of your real mind. In my opinion, all of this is my opinion. I explain lattes. Do you have a different book in your bag besides an L. Ron Hubbard book? There are a lot of books out there to read. Do you get any kind of a magazine? Do you get an online blog that puts something out every day? Do you read bad newspapers, that's what we call them, on your phone in the morning like the New York Post? Pure trash, but pure fun. Can you do things like that? Or do you have to read specific things and have a specific mindset and have a specific look on your face that says, oh, I'm enjoying myself? You don't always have to have the same emotional face when you're here, when you're out in the real world. And that's what people call it. IRL. IRL? In real life. So it's not just me making up a word for you. IRL is right out here in the real life. And it's not perfect. And you won't smile through the whole thing. But you'll feel like you belong to something than something belonging to everybody. You don't have to share everything with everybody and hide all the bad feelings and feel like you're part of a cause and you know you're just a teeny tiny part of a cause. This is why you can leave, because supposedly there are millions of you. And if there are millions of you, one of you can walk away, 2 of you can walk away, 5% of you can walk away and nothing will happen. It's impossible. So if you ever wanted to walk out that door, do it. There are people who will help you. There's the SPTV Foundation. There is sptvfoundation.com. I don't have my book, so I don't have the phone number. There's Aftermath Foundation. They will help you get off your feet, get on your feet, and get out of there. Even if you've got any doubt whatsoever, you should take advantage of that doubt and go, what does your instinct say? Trust your instincts. Your instincts are always right because they are there to make sure that you survive. So if your instincts say something that's completely different from what you're normally seeing or doing around you, do it. Trust your instincts. Oh, let's walk down the street and I'll babble about something. Delivery today is different, but then again, I feel really good. And when my COVID test came back negative, I was very excited because it was the first day I felt normal, because it was getting used to everything that's going on, everything that's going around. Taking care of the bodyguard, even though he started taking care of me yesterday. That's what he does. So yesterday felt like a normal day. It didn't even feel like my old COVID or my resurgence of my long COVID even happened. So that's a good thing. Now I'm back to my throat. It's starting to get sore. First world problems. So I hope Clara was doing it for a good reason. People do change, okay? You know what? People do change, and I'm hoping she's changing. I really do, because it would be nice if she stood up and said this caca has to stop and we have to start getting along. And she wanted to change. She sort of said that at least she thinks what the protesters are doing is good. So the other person who was saying that the protesters were bad, or even MR, I think he even said the protesters were not very good, teaches that we are together trying to do something that'll help. That's the thing. Help what? I don't know, but it'll help. And that's good. And the fact that she interviewed Jess, who might have said something if Claire said something mean, and she didn't. And yeah, it was a little stifled and awkward. See, I can tell through the light that comes between those two to see if there's a lock on the door. And it is not. Okay. I know this seems weird, but it's, since they can't mess with anything the fuzzy, it's still the old fuzzy. And so you can see all the way down where the lock is and see if the fuzzy's there. Or if you can see through, and I could. So, but actually, you know what? The way I'm projecting today, I can probably talk through that door directly. Does your family miss you? Looks like I'm praying or something. Do your friends miss you? Do you miss eating popcorn on your bed, making a mess, watching bad movies, and telling your partner or friends, no, I didn't do that, the cat did it? Do you miss a cat? Do you miss having a cat? Do you miss having a dog? Do you wish you could see your dog or cat, or your aunt's dog or cat, or your friend's dog or cat? Do you? Do you hate feeling like you're not producing anything? Does it feel like you're not clearing the world? If you came out into the world, you could help enlighten people without having to be stuck there. Do you wish you could be out here hanging out with people, meeting new people, having new experiences, and not having to study somebody's dogma that's 70 years old? Do you wish you knew you had Social Security? You won't, unfortunately, because they're not paying enough into Social Security. If you get out, all you have to do is work for 20 years at a job that'll give you a pay stub. It's called being above the table. And you'll get Social Security when you turn 67. It won't be perfect, but it'll help. And you'll also have time to start an IRA. And you can contribute into that. And that will help you retire too. At this point, you have nothing that's going to help you retire except going to the blue building. Because that's where they put their elderly, unfortunately. If your grandparents, or even if your parents who are older, are still in Scientology, they're probably in LA. And you probably haven't talked to them. And you've been told that they don't want to talk to you. They do want to talk to you. You want to talk to them. You should be allowed to without someone watching you. You should be able to communicate to people without being handled. You don't need to have somebody there with you to go somewhere and do something. Everybody who looks haggard and has a bag in their hand, I'm assuming it's coming into the Scientology Foundation. This is the foundation side. That's not a good way to think about it. But it started that way, so. Have you read everything you're supposed to read at this point? And if you haven't, have you audited it in? Why do you have to be punished for something that the dogma tells you have to do, not something that the world tells you what to do, or yourself? What happens if you don't understand it? You can't ask questions, even though you should. Questions are good for you. Knowledge is power. You get along better in the world the more you know. Oh, I'm getting tired. This stuff wipes the heck out of me. Do you miss your teddy bear, your moose, your bunny? It's going to be Easter on Sunday. Even if you're not religious, you most likely celebrated Easter. Picnics, brunches, watching your friends' kids do egg hunts, watching the city egg hunt. You're going to miss it all. Do you want to miss it all? If you don't want to miss it all, there are people who will help you. There's sptvfoundation.com, the sptvfoundation.org, aftermath.com, aftermath.help. I don't have my books, so I can't remember the phone numbers. These places will help you get out. And there are other people. We can also help you to help get out. We don't think that people need to be stuck in a situation like this. It's like having Big Brother over your shoulder. And if you don't know who Big Brother is, book by George Orwell, 1984. Go to the library, which you can walk to from here, and go find it. I probably would be friends with you when you came out, and I'm not an evil person. A lot of my friends like me a lot. My friends call me Mama Cat. That's where you can see me on YouTube at Mama Cat 1. And you can see what I do. And I am the real person. So, and if I ever find you behind my car, I will not leave you there. You will have to answer a few questions. But the real ones, I will not leave you there. So if you want to leave, you can. LA can leave too. Denver, New York. Hell, you can even walk out of Flag. It doesn't matter. Somebody will help if we're here. If we're not here, you could probably find someone who looks nice and asks if you can use their phone so you can call your mother or your father, your cousins, your old ex-partner. Yeah, what does your ex-boyfriend, girlfriend think of this? Did you break up on good terms or bad terms? Should you be back with them and you just didn't figure it out until you left? This is not a place to hide. If you joined this place because you were hiding, leave. This is not a good idea. Yeah, exactly. So think about it. I'll be here tomorrow around the same time. My unicorn picks out my outfits. That's funny. Ha ha. You laugh at it. You've got to learn how to laugh out loud so people can hear you. It's not bad. It's not illegal. Holy crap. Wow, they're playing music. Holy crap, I'll have to get my acorn. I didn't bring it with me. Oh, Jesus. Oh, well, if I lose it, I lose it. I'm not doing anything bad. I'm not doing anything illegal. See, California, everybody plays their music really loud. And of course, I don't know popular music, so I don't know what the heck that was. And then when I moved, it changed. So that's not going to work over my voice, though. My voice penetrates. So it shows you, though, how long they, or how loud they can play it. Not very, considering I thought it was from somebody across the street. That's so weird. I've got to go like on SoundCloud and figure out what these songs are. Hell, maybe I'll go to the record group first and ask if since I was recorded with it, they're there too. Wow, that's so strange. Okay, I know blah 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 does it. I know White Noise does it, and I'll have my acorn tomorrow. Wow, I can't believe that. Unfortunately, in San Francisco, we're brighter than that, and we know how to do the technology so it won't get to my phone. Thank you. Have a nice day. Oh my God. That is so funny. I have to walk across the street now. Oh, I wish I knew what the song was. I'm not up to date with songs. It's like I was watching, last night was really bad on YouTube, so I decided I came across reactions of people listening to songs, and they were doing non-copyright songs. So I'll take the non-copyrights from them, find out and figure the music, and maybe play it on my tablet until I get another phone. But that's so funny that I didn't even recognize that was music. Oh, I'm too old for myself. That's so funny. But you know how low they were playing it. Wow. So yeah, I just need to get a hold of the tech heads and find out what it should play in the background. Hell, I probably can play stuff that they would really be upset about. So that is so funny. And yeah, I don't think San Francisco is going to be this huge, undeniable org, because you see where the white part of the building is? That's it. That's as big as it is, and it's pointy at the end. So I don't think, where is it? Okay, let's see. Up, no, this way. Ah, I broke it. There, it didn't break it anymore. Okay. I gotta do my one for the day. There you are. See, there's my pyramid. My pyramid, nobody else's pyramid. So, that was a weird thing. And I'm turning it back. I'm just like, I'm almost gonna. Ariana Grande? I don't know. If the bodyguard is listening, if you can hear the music through it, let me know, one, because then this video will be gone by the time I get home. Or two, who is that? Oh my God, there's a little dog. Oh, he's a cutie pie. I'm just sort of floored. So I'm like, I know I gotta get off this in a second, but I'm just sort of like, holy crap, they were doing the song thing. And it was low enough because, of course, they can't do it louder. I told you. There's a very highfalutin law office across the street from them, so they can't do that. So I just thought it was funny. It was like, oh no, that's just a car playing music, no big deal. That's how low it is. Oh, so I don't think DOA had once mentioned something about 6 hours. I'm not doing 6 hours, and if I was completely and utterly non-aware of what was going on, the minute I became aware of what was going on when it started, I could probably put that into YouTube and not get the copyright crap. So, or ask the people who know. There are people who know. Hell, I probably know somebody who works at YouTube. So, I'm still just floored about it. What in the heck were you thinking? That's so funny. Anyway, people, I still wish I smoked sometimes. It's just like, I need a cigarette. No, I don't. Well, considering you can't sleep or smoke in the state of California, I'm not surprised. Look at all the cute dresses. Oh my God, I am such a girl sometimes. Anyway, gotta get more COVID tests for the bodyguard and me, because I'm checking every morning too. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Try to be here by 2, which is very possible. So, if not, between 2 and 2:30. Like I said, I got caught up with Natalie talking about KK. So, oh God, don't make myself sad again. I will talk all to you guys later, and think happy thoughts. Hug your moose. Figure out what that song was. So, yes, Scientology. You may call copyright on it, but if I get a hold of the record companies or the distributors and ask them if I can use it, it's very possible. Good luck. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.